This question is something that really gets to me. And it's something that a lot of people have not really thought about. And the question is, I want a six-pack. How do I get it? That's a great question, right? Like, in and of itself, that is a decent question. But when you've been in coaching for as long as I have, you know that the problem that people present you with is never actually the real problem. So why does someone want a six-pack? This is the first question I ask people. Like, a real expert wants to understand, right? I'm seeking to understand you. So when you ask me,
Aaron, how do I get a six-pack?
I'm not just going to tell you how to get a six-pack. Like, that's not going to help anyone. Like, you can go and search on YouTube and you can search how to get a six-pack and people tell you how to get a six-pack, right? So why are you not doing it? The deeper question, you ask me a question, I ask you one back. That's what an expert does.
Oh, Aaron, I want to get a six-pack. How do I get a six-pack?
Okay, first of all, why do you want a six-pack?
Because it looks good.
Okay, cool, it looks good. Okay. But why do you want a six-pack though? Like, what's the deeper reason?
Oh, I mean, I guess I won't have any beer belly then. Like, I'd be able to see my abs.
Okay, and why is that good? Why do you want to see your abs? Well, I just want to feel proud of myself. Like, when I look at myself in the mirror. Okay, so right now you don't feel proud of yourself. Okay, we're getting somewhere, right? We're going deeper now. So how do you feel every day in your body?
Well, I just don't like the way I look. I look at myself in the mirror, I'm just like, oh, fuck, I need to get rid of that.
Okay, so you don't like yourself is what you're saying. Is that fair?
Yeah, actually, yeah, you're right. I just don't like myself.
Okay, and why do you think you don't like yourself? And see, we're going deeper. So I want to get a six-pack is at the surface, but actually they don't like themselves. They're not proud of who they are. So that's the real issue, right? Well, we can go deeper still, but the core of it is like, why do you want a six-pack when you know that that's not going to solve all your problems? Like, I've spoken to one of my friends before, and he told me, he's like,
Aaron, man, you're so ripped. Like, if I was ripped as you, I'd be getting all the girls.
I was like, that's not how it happens. Actually, most girls don't really care about a guy's having a six-pack or not. Like, they really don't. And if you're a woman watching this, you're like, yeah, that's right. Like, most women don't really care. So that's not what gets you women. What gets you women is confidence and, resources, of course, but confidence and you being a masculine man. That's what gets you women. And so it's not about, like, I've seen loads of fat guys get super hot women. Like, it's not about the six-pack. Like, you can have a six-pack and be a shy guy with no confidence. You ain't getting no girls. So it don't matter. It really doesn't, right? You need to have the confidence. You need to be comfortable in who you are. And that is confidence, right? When it goes down to why do you want a six-pack, you got to get clear on this for yourself. Like, why do you want this arbitrary goal? Okay. And if your reasons aren't powerful enough, they're not deep enough, then what will happen is when you come across the inevitable chasm, right? Like, you're going along and you hit the chasm. Everyone hits a chasm in any endeavor that you want to do in your life. There's going to be a low point. Okay. And if you don't have the reasons to push you through that, then you're going to give up because it's hard, right? Like, it's not so easy. Like, it is, but a journey is a journey, right? Like, a journey is you're not always up in every journey, right? There's some lows, there's some highs, there's some lows. That's just the nature of the beast, of anything you want to accomplish in life, okay? And I can sit here and be like,
yeah, getting a six-pack is easy, man.
Look, if it was that easy, you would have had one by now. So, you're going to have to put in some work, more than you've done before, right? And so, understanding your motivations for something is really crucial. For me, I went to an event, 4 years ago now, and it was a mobility conference, and the guy there, actually it was 3 years ago, the guy there was like, okay,
who wants to come demonstrate?
So I went up there, and he asked me
what I wanted to
accomplish. And I said, I want to do a handstand. And he said,
why do you want to do a handstand?
And I said, oh, it looks cool. I want to put it on my Instagram. It looks cool. And he's like, well, why is that important to you? And I said, I guess it was just like, it just looked cool. I just repeated my answer. I didn't really know why I wanted it. I never thought about it. I was just like, oh, I want to do a handstand because that guy's doing a handstand. It looks cool, so I want to do one. But never really getting in touch with my deeper reason of why. And guess what? For the next 3 years, or next 2 years, I didn't do a handstand. Like I wasn't practicing consistently because I didn't have a big enough reason why. And this is the same thing with people that want a six pack. Like they don't get in touch with the reason why they want it. And so a couple of years goes by and they just kind of like,
yeah. I said that one a bit, but yeah, no, it's quite hard, isn't it? Yeah.
And then you start hanging out with people that also like you who have failed or just given up on getting a six pack. That's what humans do. So the reason why I do that, by the way, is because you don't have that deep reason. Like I want to fucking do this. Like it's like I want to get rich or die trying, right? There's that level of conviction, and that is it. Like the why is the key. Like why do you want a six pack? Like for example, a really good why is something that gets you emotional. So for example, one of my clients. He didn't want a six pack. He just wanted to, lose weight on his belly and get his health markers good because he was 46 and he didn't want to die early like his father, right? Because he has kids and he has a wife and he wants to be around for a long time. And so his goal was just to lose 20 pounds, right? And be healthier and have healthier habits. And this is most of the clientele that I serve. They want to just be healthier, live a healthier lifestyle, have healthier habits because they're aware enough to know that the habits is what's going to help them long-term lose the weight permanently and keep it off, right? And so for him, it was just losing a bit of weight on his belly, okay? And that is a much better goal because his reason was so that he could stay around and be around for his wife and his kids and see his kid grow up. And for him, that's a very emotionally charged thing to think about, is being around for his kid and not dying early, not leaving his kid without a father, right? Because that's how he felt when his father passed away early, is that he was fatherless growing up as a kid. And this reason why is why he was able to lose 20 pounds, right? Because every time he didn't feel like going to the gym, every time he didn't feel like eating the food, and the food was great, but there's some times where you would rather eat chocolate than eat a steak, for example, and every time he felt like that, he would think about his reason why, and then he would go and do the right thing, the thing that he knows long term is going to get him to where he wants to be. And that's what all successful people can do, is they can delay their gratification, okay? Because unsuccessful people have instant gratification and they optimize for that. And I was optimizing for this in a lot of areas of my life, like with the handstand training. It's fucking hard. Handstand training is not easy, but I was optimizing for easy. And so my life was hard, right? But when I started doing the handstand training, that's when I started to improve my handstand. And now I can do a handstand. I think my max time is 10-second hold. So that's an example of that, right? Like, because I had the reason why. I was like, I'm doing this for me because I want to be proud of myself, right? And that was my motivation. Like, I want to prove to myself that I can do the hard things. That was my motivation for doing the handstand. And so if that's the intrinsic motivation, that's going to help you get this area of your life handled, okay? So I invite you to ask yourself,
why do I want to get in the best shape of my life? Why do I want to improve my health? Why do I want to nail down these healthy habits and live a healthy lifestyle? Why do I want to do that?
And as many reasons as you can think of, and then go deeper. Why do I want to do that? Why is that important to me? And then you'll find the one reason, oh shit, this is why I want it, because without this, I won't become the best version of myself. And then I cannot tolerate that. I'm not going to live this life and waste my years not realizing my true potential. And that's why I want to do it. And that's why I'm not going to waver and do other shit, because I know that this is what I want. And so when you get that clarity, nothing gets in your way. And you find the resources, you find the people that can help you. And I would love to be the person that helps you on your personal health journey. If you want help with this, we've got a program below. It's called Alpha Shredding. And it's basically all my best knowledge from my coaching in a program that's do it yourself. But if you want me to help you and do it with you, then you can go ahead and book your free call for coaching. Okay, and we can get on the phone. We'll talk about your goals, where you're at now, where you want to be, what's stopping you from getting there, and then we'll map out a game plan that's specific to you and your situation to help you get to where you want to be. Okay, and it's going to be very, very impactful for you to have a coach who's in your corner, much like, you know, when you see the boxers and they go into fight and they got the trainer in their corner, they got the guy with the Vaseline, and they got the guy like touching his face and stuff, and the coach is talking to him. Like, most of the people that are on this journey, on their health journey, they don't have that, right? And that's why they fail, because they don't have no one in their corner. They don't know what they're doing is right. They don't know how to adjust when things aren't going right, and all the rest of it, right? So if you want a coach, you want someone who's in your corner, go ahead and click the link below and get access to a free call with me or one of my coaches, and we're gonna help you be in your corner, because that is really important when you're on your own health journey. Like, I have a coach, right? Like, I know a lot about health. I know a lot about workouts, nutrition. I have a coach for my workouts because I don't know what I don't know, okay? And he's progressing me every week, every month, and it's worth it. Okay, so if I have a coach, you know what to do, right? Like, Michael Jordan couldn't achieve what he achieved by himself. He needed a team, okay? And you need someone in your corner, all right? So, and that's only if you want that, right? If you want that, if you know that you need help with this, and you want someone who actually cares, who's going to take the time to understand your situation. Like I said before, when I started this video, I said, you ask me a question, I ask you one back, right? I want to understand what's going on, because that's how you get the best results out of people, is seek to understand, then be understood. It's the classic 7 habits of highly effective people, empathic communication. So that's how I conduct my business. That's how I conduct my relationships, which is why I have great relationships in my life. And we'll be friends for life. That's how I do it. You come into my world, it's like a spider's web. That's it. I got you. Like, you're staying for life. And that's how I like to conduct my relationships, because that gives me a lot of fulfillment and it's mutually beneficial. All right. So I digress. If you want help with your health journey, health habits, so we can help you implement this healthy lifestyle and continue this for the rest of your life, because my goal is not to be in your life forever in terms of giving you health advice. Like, I help people get to the root of their issues, and then after 3 months, 6 months, a year, they don't need me again, because now they have the habits, they have it dialed in, and now they're just carrying it out because it's who they are. And that is the ultimate change that I help people facilitate, is identity change. All right. So if you want this, if you want to change your identity to be that person who just lives out the healthy lifestyle and it's just second nature to them, go ahead and book your free call below, and I'll talk to you in the next video. All right. Bye. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon.